Here are some little acts of decluttering for May. Hello, my name's Rachel. I do videos all about decluttering, minimalism and my no spend year. And today I have some little acts of decluttering ready for May. So let's talk about why we are doing little acts of decluttering. The idea is that it makes it easier to manage if you do a smaller little act of decluttering on a daily basis to help make a bigger change. So for a lot of people it can be really overwhelming trying to do a whole room or try and get several rooms or the whole house done in a short space of time, and sometimes that's just not realistic with work-life balance. And so the little acts of decluttering are designed for you to work on a smaller area every single day of the month so that you can keep working on improving your home to have it how you want it. So there are 31 days within May, so let's get into our little acts of decluttering. For the first of the month, I want you to find a home for everything. So go around your house and look at things that just don't feel like they're in the right place and see if you can create a home for it. Whilst you're doing that, you can then make some decisions about whether or not it's an item that you really want to keep. And if it is, then make sure it's in a sensible place that kind of makes sense for how you use the item. So if it's an item that you always use in the living room, then make sure it has a home within the living room, etc. So think about how you use the item and whether or not it's really being utilised. If you decide that it's not really being utilised and it's out because it's not kind of what you want to use, or you just realise that it doesn't work or it isn't fitting anything, then that's a good item to declutter. For the 2nd of May, I want you to get rid of any duplicate items. Have you got any duplicate utensils for cooking? Have you got duplicate pans that are the same size? Do you need to have that many? Think about how many that you need to be able to use. Do you have any excess items in your wardrobe that are duplicates, that are very similar? Have you got 2 lots of blue striped shirts when you could only have 1? Have you got too many t-shirts? Could you reduce down the amount that you have? So think about where you have duplicate items and see if you can reduce down the number that you have. For the 3rd of May, can you go through any pyjamas, any PJs, and just keep your favourites, get rid of any that don't fit or are worn through. So for the 4th of May, could you go through trousers? Have you got any that are similar style? Could you reduce down the number that you have? Have you got similar colour schemes going on? Do you have too many? Reduce down the amount of trousers that you have. For the 5th of May, can you go through any plant pots? Do you have any excess ones that you don't think you're going to use? Could you donate them to somebody locally or to a charity or to friends or family? For the 6th of May, I want you to find 15 items that you can declutter from your home. So this could be a high traffic area to see if you can find 15 items that you no longer need. For the 7th of May, can you go through bath and shower items? So go around the edges of the bath and the shower, and have you got any products that you don't like using or have run out that you just haven't got round to getting rid of? Go through them and reduce down what you have. For the 8th of May, can you go through backpacks and school bags? And have you got any that are worn, that are damaged, that you no longer really use because you've got a replacement? Just keep the essentials that you definitely use and get rid of any extra. For the 9th of May, can you find any unused devices? This is a great way of earning extra money. You can sell them or you could donate them to charity if you wish, but selling them is a great way of earning some extra income for something that you're not really using, and somebody else will get some joy out of it. For the 10th of May, can you go through your office desk and drawers and make sure that you have it clear of clutter and that everything has a good place for it to live and that it is reduced down so that you don't have as many things there. For the 11th of May, can you go through children's clothes? This is one that you should do probably about twice a year. This is usually what I do, and I find that really helpful to keep on top of things. Just go through, check whether or not there are any items that are too small that don't fit, and you could create a bundle and sell them or donate them. For the 12th of May, can you go through any paint or decorating tools? Anything that you don't think you're going to use, dispose of it safely. Paint is a good one to make sure that you get rid of when you're not using it because it is flammable, so make sure that you take it to the recycle centre. For the 13th of May, can you go through your dresses, We're just edging into summer now, so now is a good time to go through and make sure that you like everything that you've got, that it all fits and that nothing's damaged. For the 14th of May, can you go through glasses and sunglasses? Get rid of any really old glasses, especially if they're prescription ones that are no good because your prescription has changed. Sometimes they do collect donations at the optician, so it's worth asking before you get rid of them completely, because quite often they might donate them to another country. And also make sure that you've got some suitable cases for your sunglasses so that they are protected and will be looked after. For the 15th of May, can you go through any workwear related items? So have you got a specific uniform or items that you wear for work that are particular for your job? Can you go through them and just make sure that they all fit, they're comfy, and that they are not damaged or worn through? And if you've got too many, could you reduce down what you have? For the 16th of May, can you go through rugs and bath mats? Make sure that you have been keeping them washed and up to date with that, and see if you've got any that are worn, that need to be disposed of, that don't wash very well. Dispose of them and make sure that you have enough that you need so that you have one on the floor, maybe a spare for replacing. For the 17th of May, can you make sure the bedroom floor is completely clear of clutter? So make sure that you pick everything up, no clothes left on the floor, make sure it's all put away so that every time when you go to bed you will wake up knowing that you've got a clear space to move in. It's always good to start a day afresh, and that is one of the easiest ways to make it a calm environment. For the 18th of May, can you go through hairstyling tools? Make sure that you have got rid of any that you don't really use and just keep the essentials that you use on a regular basis. For the 19th of May, can you go through any old phones? Again, this is an opportunity to earn money, so it's always worth getting rid of the old phone and selling it straight away as soon as you get a new one, so you can get the maximum amount for it. So make sure you go through that and match it up with the right cables as well. For the 20th of May, can you go around the bathroom sink and make sure it's clear of clutter, that it's been cleaned and tidied, and that anything that you don't need to be there is either put back in its home or recycled. For the 21st of May, can you go through bikes and scooters? Make sure that you have checked whether or not everything's working. If the bikes or scooters are too small for your children, then that's a good item to either sell or donate, and that is an opportunity then to generate some money for the next size up. For the 22nd of May, can you make sure that the hallway is clear of clutter? So make sure you put everything away and you don't have anything that shouldn't be there. So tidy away and declutter anything that you can. For the 23rd of May, can you make sure that you have gone through any batteries that you have? So if you bought any batteries and they haven't been used, or they look like they've been worn, or they are starting to show deterioration, make sure you dispose of them safely because they will not be safe to keep. For the 24th of May, can you go through any bulbs that you have? So make sure that you've got the right bulbs for your light fittings. Anything that you don't need or don't fit your light fittings, dispose of safely. For the 25th of the month, I want you to make sure that the dining table is clear of clutter. This is an easy space that soon gets cluttered with random different things that are like in a holding position. So you need to get in the habit of clearing it regularly and make sure that you have a home for everything that's on there so that they don't start creeping back in. For the 26th of May, can you go through your hair accessories and reduce down what you have and only keep the essentials? For the 27th of May, can you find 20 items to declutter from your home? So this is again another opportunity for a high traffic area where you can find a good number of items and really reduce down, make a significant change in one area. For the 28th of the month, can you go through any candles or wax melts and reduce down what you have? Have you got any that are kind of at the end that could be chucked? Or do you have any that you don't like the smell of that you could donate to somebody else? For the 29th of May, can you go through belts and ties? Make sure that the belts fit and that you like the style of them and that you will use them. And if not, then see if you can donate them or sell them. For the 30th of the month, can you go through pens and pencils? So this is a good opportunity to get rid of any pens that are no longer working or run out of ink, and only keep what you actually need to keep as far as pens and pencils go. We don't need to have a big collection of 50 of each, just keep a couple so that you have enough to keep you going for the meantime and just get them when you need them. And for the 31st of the month, can you go through your jewellery collection and see if you can sell or donate anything that you no longer like or no longer think that you will wear, so that you can reduce down and have just the essentials that are your favourites. So there are 31 days of little acts of decluttering for you to help you declutter areas around your home, and I hope you have a good go at doing this. If you want some help with it, I have got a free download that you can get from my website, declutteryourlife.co.uk, and it's a free PDF that you can just download that has the calendar format on with all the items written out for you, so you can just download it and print it and tick them off as you go. So don't forget to check that out if you want to. There'll be a link in the description below as well for you to find it as well. Don't forget to leave a comment below if you are doing these little acts of decluttering and which ones you found the most interesting as you declutter your home. So don't forget to let me know how you get on with that. And don't forget, I also have a little acts of decluttering planner book if you want some more support on things. It's got some decluttering pages that can help you to have a look through and focus in on one little area. It gives you a little schedule of the day that you can do and to-do lists, and also some focus points, and you can do a reflection at the bottom. So let me know if that's helpful to you. They're available on Amazon if you search for Little Acts of Decluttering Planner, and also it has a checklist as well of different areas around the home, as well as a goal planner, so you can have a look there at the goals and you can set yourself specific decluttering goals. I should be back for more videos soon on decluttering, minimalism and my no spend year. And don't forget to subscribe down below if you want to keep up to date with the latest videos. I shall see you soon. Take care. Bye.